My mom, Mary Veronica McCandless Frenzer, or Nonnie. Her younger brother gave her that nickname upon mispronouncing Mary Veronica. She grew up the oldest of 5 and was given a lot of responsibility in helping to raise her siblings. She went to school, sowed some wild oats, and married Dave. They went on a honeymoon and came back with 3 children. Play and imagination were always a part of our household in Omaha, Nebraska. My parents thoroughly encouraged it. We had a trunk full of costumes and were constantly putting on shows. My early performances were fueled by my rank. Being the youngest and competing for attention, I would try to outdo my older sisters. When they went off to school and I had to stay home, I invented my own school, complete with a cast of imaginary characters to have something to talk about that night at the dinner table. Mr. Stink was the teacher. If you couldn't read or you didn't do your homework, he would hit you over the head with a hammer. I continued to invent characters and voices for those characters. My parents continued to fully support all of my artistic interests. When I was in high school, my mom and I watched a PBS documentary on Jim Henson. I was totally hooked. I told her I would love to try something like that. She looked at me and said, "Of course, that fits you perfectly. Go for it." In college, I started a comedy puppet troupe, very Avenue Q before Avenue Q. I then briefly worked for a local TV station, moved on to working professionally with Big Nazo from Providence, Rhode Island, making and performing my own full costume hand puppet characters. My mom absolutely loved this. When visiting home, I would bring some characters and perform for my family. I was surprised when my mom would get up and start performing with me, interacting. She would treat these characters as real. Once we went to the St. Louis Zoo for a gorilla puppet performance bomb. Not only were both of my parents up for it, my mom led this crazy half camel, half lizard monster with a very loud and obnoxious voice by the hand through the entire zoo, pretending it was her precious child. My dad retreated to the background to document with photos. Without my mom pretending this monster was her child, the other kids would have been really scared. Or maybe more scared, I don't know. But the interaction was so sweet, so loving. Her improv skills were dynamite. We entertained the crowds illegally for hours. I found the most unsuspecting improv puppet comedy partner in my own mom, Nonnie. In June of 2018, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. We had been monitoring her growing dementia for about 4 years. At first, it was problems with word retrieval. She would stop in the middle of a sentence, get confused. We would help her fill it in, and she would just laugh it off. Then it was short-term memory. She'd forget why she walked into a certain room. Living on the East Coast, I wasn't aware how much it had progressed until my dad called me one day, very shaken, and said, "She doesn't recognize me. She won't talk to me. She won't come out of bed. She won't eat." He asked that I talk to her. I did my best. I got on the phone with her, and she was talking about this man downstairs, my dad, and she was frightened. She thought he was a stranger. I told my dad, "I'll be there in 2 days." I went there and was shocked when I saw her. She had lost so much weight. She looked like she was 20 years older. I was able to get a 3-month leave from work to go back to Omaha to assist. It was a very strange new world. She could barely move. She could barely walk. She needed to be led by both hands. She couldn't even operate the TV remote, and most importantly, she couldn't read. She was a reading specialist for grades K through 5 for her entire career. It was just so debilitating. She would wake up in a panic. She couldn't find her purse. She would just talk nonsense. She started to refer to things from childhood more and more. She needed assistance in the bathroom, getting dressed, eating. It was a pure tragedy to see her like this. And my dad, too. I've never seen him so frightened. He was completely out of his mind. The social workers gave us some advice on how to keep her active, tips on how to interact with someone with Alzheimer's. They said to never negate what they say. Don't tell them they are wrong. They want to be heard and recognized. When that doesn't happen, they get angry and they get confused. My mom was also bored, purposeless. This unending time in the day caused more confusion, anxiety, and sadness. In an effort to entertain her, to not just watch her to make sure she was safe and didn't wander off, but to try to do something fun, I grabbed some long-forgotten stuffed animals from my sister's bedroom, a raccoon and a bear, and started to perform for her. To my surprise, or not, she immediately started interacting and improvising. She lit up. She started to play. We invented this new way of spending time together. I noticed that her speech improved. Her mind was sharp. She was in the moment. She was performing. I then started filming our interactions. Over the next 3 months, I posted these as a web series on YouTube called Nonnie, Raccoon, and Bear. We received so many positive responses from families in similar situations. How much the series meant to them, how it was a good coping mechanism. I would read these comments out loud to my mom. She loved them. She was, and still is, aware that she has Alzheimer's. She was also aware of our project being sent out to other people online. And what struck me about this new mom that I found was that she is just so sweet, adorable. There's this purity of love that shines through, and it's very infectious. I realized I was falling in love with her and my dad in a whole new way. I never thought something like this would happen. Everything reversed. She was the child, I was the parent. A deep and different relationship grew that would not have been possible without this disease. It definitely has brought our entire family closer. I want to share with you some of the highlights from this web series. You can watch them online in order, but this talk is to give context to what we as a family went through during the filming and what she went through. I hope it can help other families dealing with similar situations. I also want to share the positive side, the joy and the humor of my adorable mother, Nonnie, in the face of Alzheimer's.
Oh, what is confused?
Sometimes I'm just confused. I don't remember where I am. I feel like I can't remember where I put stuff, and I don't remember where I even put Bear.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there's this guy here,
Yeah.
and he's way back, and he wants to tell us all this stuff, and we don't want to do that.
I know, Nonnie. I know so intimately exactly what you're talking about. It's so strange because you just want to do something, and then someone says, do another thing, and you said, but I'm just confused, guy. Can you hold on for one gosh darn second, please?
Yes, you keep telling everybody that.
Okay, Nonnie, I'll tell everybody that I understand what you're going through, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good
and
thing.
you can tell me what you're going through at any time, all right now?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Can you give Bear a pat on his own head?
Where are you, Bear?
Oh, he likes it! He likes it!
Okay, baby. Go to sleep.
Good night.
My mom was definitely not shy in telling me when she had enough for the day. My amazing father, Dave, was stoically attending to her care, and I have never seen him in such an ultra provider mode before.
Okay, that's special. That's really special. Bear just needs a bear hug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nonnie, do you hug all bears all the time? Wait, who's that? I think it's Dave. What, did you go to the store, Dave?
Joanne says hi.
Okay.
Dave, what'd you bring?
Demonstration lady. Joanne.
What'd you bring us from the store, Dave? Dave. Dave ignores me all the time.
My dad was drained. He was watching the love of his life wither, while at the same time running himself ragged to take care of her. To make things even better, their long-suffering dog at the time had to be put down. He was just suffering. While on a previous visit at a restaurant, he collapsed. Right before, he looked me square in the eyes and said, "I'm going to faint." I immediately jumped up, I ran around the other side of the table, grabbed him, held him to the chair, and he was out. Because of a prescribed monitor for a previous condition, the doctor said his heart stopped for 10 seconds. He was admitted to the hospital 2 days later for a pacemaker. My mom was completely unaware of this, even as she watched him faint. It was surreal. I'll never forget taking them both to the hospital, getting 2 wheelchairs, my dad being pushed by the attendant in one, and me pushing my mom in the other behind. What was happening to my dear parents? I was then on solo mom care duty until other family could arrive. Only because of my generous job benefits was I able to get paid family leave to go help out. This should be a right for everyone. It's very hard on families, especially if distance is involved. My sisters and I are spread across the country. The guilt this causes when there's an unforeseen hardship is excruciating. Suzanne, Laura, and I worked as a team, with me being able to go there in person. Their support and humor during this time is what got me through taking on all of the duties my dad had previously done. The nights were especially worrisome. The fear of her getting out of bed and wandering the empty house, I could barely sleep. I realized how much my dad was actually doing. But we managed to develop a routine. She would wake up utterly confused and cold. She would just keep repeating, cold, cold, cold. I would help her down the stairs to the kitchen, very slowly. She could barely walk. Get her situated at the table, wrap her in about 5 blankets, turn on the 2 space heaters, make coffee, dole out all of the numerous pills, turn on Good Morning America, and make her breakfast. She would slowly emerge into a settled state, relax, cheer up, and be ready to play.
Nonnie, maybe you can come with me to the moon.
To the what?
You can come with me to the moon.
To the moon?
Yeah, the moon that's up in the sky.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was there. Then what happens?
Then I float on the moon. I'm in 0 gravity. I'm floating, Nonnie, on the moon. And I look down and I see Earth.
Aww.
And I say, hey, I wonder what Nonnie's doing on Earth. And then I say I'm the first raccoon in space, and I'm a space raccoon, except for that one guy in the Guardians of the Galaxy, but it doesn't matter right now. And then I just wish that Bear was with me, and that Nonnie was with me, and we're floating in space on the moon, except that there is some gravity, so I wouldn't be doing this exactly.
This is what we have to do. We have to stop talking.
Yeah.
And then we need to talk about what's going with the other kids.
I learned to interpret what my mom was saying. I came to realize that when she said kids, she was referring to her students, her old job. She was telling me it was time to stop and plan our day. After filming, I would go over her itinerary for the day. Our videos provided some relief from her boredom, but she needed more social stimuli. She needed to get out of the house. We eventually started taking her to adult daycare, something I had previously known nothing about. It gave her a scheduled outing and my dad and I a bit of a rest. Most of the time, she loved it, made a best friend, was constantly engaged in activities and exercises. She would come home and tell us all about the kids. At first we thought a school group must have visited. Then I remembered that kids meant her old job, her students. She was referring to the staff and the other participants as kids. On some days, she hated going, threw temper tantrums, cried, didn't want my dad and I to leave. I tried an experiment. I told her, I think the kids need you though. You have a job to do. You have to go and teach the kids. She changed her attitude immediately. She agreed. She had a duty, a purpose. She wanted to go.
Yes.
So we needed them to be quiet. Let's try that.
Should I stop talking now?
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay, goodbye.
Sometimes she just had enough of me and was just my mom telling me what to do.
Nonnie? Bear was raised by ducks.
Yes.
He was raised by ducks, and he didn't learn how to talk bear.
Oh.
I know. So, do you know what he does?
What?
He talks duck,
He talks tuck.
duck.
Primary progressive aphasia was her specific diagnosis. It's a slow deterioration of the part of the brain that controls language. She had a difficulty with word retrieval when talking and oftentimes flipped letters around in words. I decided that Bear would have his own kind of aphasia.
Like what?
He talks like a duck. I think it's because he kind of sounds like he's quacking all the time.
You're right.
He said, I tried to talk like a bear, but it comes out like a duck.
Oh.
I think it's going to be a special day.
Why?
Well, because we're going to go see Doctor. We're going to go see Doctor.
Oh, that's right.
We're gonna go to the doctor?
Yeah, we're going to go.
I gotta go to the...
Nonnie is going to go see the doctor.
Oh.
I noticed she would sometimes get a little lost with just the stuffed animals talking. It could have been my annoying voices too. But I decided to insert myself, Joel, off camera to side with her and comprehend what Raccoon was saying to her.
Nonnie is going to go see the doctor.
Oh. What for?
eyes.
For her eyes.
Really?
She was actually going to go see her Alzheimer's primary care specialist, a woman, but I decided Raccoon would unconditionally support whatever she said.
Yeah, that's what Nonnie just said. Did you hear her?
Mama, do you like going to see the eye doctor?
Yes,
And why?
because he.
Yeah, it's a he.
It's a he.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a lot of things to tell me.
Yeah, sometimes he says, hey lady, can you see? And then Nonnie says, no, I can't see, guy. And then he says, that's okay. We'll get you some special spectacles.
All right. Nonnie,
Yes, he.
do you feel warm now?
Oh, I'm wonderful.
Yeah. Do you have enough blankets on, do you think?
No.
She had these moments of clarity when her humor would just shine through. She was definitely kidding. She was swaddled in two enormous blankets with these warm boot slippers on. And these two giant space heaters pointed right at her. The room was like 1,000,000 degrees.
Yes, I could use another one.
Like a bear skin?
No, not like a bear skin. Stop that now.
Why?
Because my favorite friend after you is Bear.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want him to have his skin off. Hey, someone's coming. I wonder who it is.
Hello.
It's Dave.
Hello. Do you have a good breakfast, Raccoon?
Yes, I had dog food and twigs.
My dad started to get quite involved with the project. He started to see the positive effects it was having on my mom, especially her laughter. So surprising to me to see his improv skills coming out too.
Yes, is Nonnie good today?
Yeah, she decided to go to the doctor.
Do you want to go with us?
Yes, I do, Dave.
Okay.
Can I go? Yeah. Nonnie, can I hold your hand when you go to the doctor?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they probably don't like a street raccoon in a medical facility.
Up to this point, our filming was right after breakfast, riding the wave of caffeine, but my mom, I noticed, was a little passive, just eating breakfast. My sister Laura did some research and bought her a special painting set designed specifically for people with Alzheimer's. I started working with her on these. She loved it, like a kid, just up for anything. I decided to have Raccoon and Bear try to join in.
Nonnie?
Yes, dear.
Will you teach me how to paint a kitty cat?
You got to put something down here.
Yeah, it looks like there's too much white color. Maybe it's blank. It's too blank.
What should I?
Maybe we could have some more orange.
Orange.
Maybe it could be some more orange cat, Nonnie.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we could do that.
Yeah, Nonnie likes orange cats. She told me so.
I do.
She said, one of my favorites has always been Garfield.
Garfield. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I remember Garfield.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, Mondays, I hate them.
She did.
He said, Mondays are not fun, but lasagna is. Nonnie, it's so special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so
we're getting those
fun.
colors down.
It's so fun to get it.
Nonnie, you're so good at staying in the lines.
That's good. That's good, honey.
Yeah. So, someone's calling. Do you think it's MoMA?
My mom and dad loved watching these online after I posted each episode. I was surprised how much my mom loved watching these. She would watch them over and over again, reacting the same way each time.
One of my favorites has always been Garfield.
Garfield. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, Mondays, I hate them.
What did he say?
He said, Mondays are not fun, but lasagna is. Nonnie, it's so special.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting those colors down.
It's so fun to get it.
Nonnie, you're so good at staying in the lines.
That's good. That's good, honey.
Yeah. So, someone's calling. Do you think it's MoMA?
Yes, I guess we so.
Did you like that?
Yes.
Nonnie.
Somebody liked it better.
Nonnie, what'd you think?
I like them all.
I'm not sure why she enjoyed watching these so much. I was talking with my sister, Laura, and she noted that my mom seemed to follow the conversation better in rewatching these than she did when she was actually in them. Perhaps some of you have insight into this. I'd be curious to talk more about that. My mom knows she has Alzheimer's. Sometimes when she would get very sad, frustrated, and in her own words, ask what was happening to her, I would say, well, it's because you have Alzheimer's. And she would say, oh yeah, I do, in a very understanding way. Oddly, this reminder seemed to calm her.
Mom. Mama? Nonnie?
Oh, this mama?
Yeah, you're my mama.
I was thinking about
You're thinking about your mama, Eleanor.
Yeah, she was saying, oh, that's my mother. Her name is Eleanor. Written down.
Here's a good example of a mom getting confused if I called her mama. Her own parents and her childhood were on her mind more and more.
Are you excited that Suzanne is coming today?
Yes.
Your daughter, Suzanne, is coming today.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a pretty good one.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a good one.
She's funny.
She's funny. She's probably the funniest child you have, right?
Just
Yeah,
about.
she's
These
lot,
are some other sons.
she's a lot funnier
Like
than you.
this one.
What?
I thought it'd be more interesting if Raccoon and I were rivals for Nonnie's affection.
Wait,
She's. What about me? She's funnier than me, Mama? Oh my goodness.
Well, she's the one for having him one a real nice lady person, and you're in the different one.
She's one who's a really nice lady person, and you're a different one.
I started giving my mom space to talk through a thought, even if it was rambling, and then Raccoon would always be there to interpret and repeat.
I understand.
Yeah, maybe you should try to reflect more about how you can be better.
Okay, Raccoon. And are we gonna have a special dinner tonight with Suzanne?
I think so. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, we'll probably have egg rolls or beef Wellington or tureen of soul.
I don't think we're gonna have that.
These were very special occasional dishes that my dad would make that would require an entire day of prep and a lot of ingredients.
Because Dave can make all of those
And
things.
it's too
Yeah, but he'll make
too
oh,
quickie.
It's right.
Yes.
yeah, it's too quickie.
Active listening and letting my mom lead the conversation became a tool. It's also improv comedy rule number 1, yes and. Perhaps this also stemmed from her teaching days, supporting students no matter what they would say. Or maybe it's just my mom. Maybe there's this potential for people with Alzheimer's to be perfect improv comedy partners. No filters, full of amazing one-liners, and completely living in the moment. Also, she meant to say that those dishes take too long to make, but she said the opposite, quickie, a result of the aphasia. I think she liked how Raccoon backed her no matter what she said.
It takes no time to make them.
Yeah.
You want to make something that takes a long time, like fish sticks
I don't think fish sticks take a long time.
or microwavable stew?
I don't understand. Nonnie,
What? Why is everyone laughing? Nonnie, why are you laughing?
because you're ridiculous.
I'm not. I'm a raccoon.
I love these moments when my mom got so tickled she couldn't stop laughing. And I'm not sure what her mind was relating it to, or she just understood and had fun with our play of opposites. There's just pure joy in these moments. This next one might be my favorite moment of the entire series.
Yeah, that's what good. And you show me. You show me.
Okay, I'll try now. All right. Okay, I'm gonna flip one over. And
Okay.
I'm gonna find the one that's an 8.
Okay, show me.
Did I do it? It's
Yes, you did it.
not. It's so hard without fingers.
Did you get this one out?
Okay, I'll try it again. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't laugh now.
Oh no, I won't.
What?
Oh, it's just a nice place.
Okay, I'll try it again. Okay, this time, Nonnie, no laughing. It's just my procedure. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to try to flip over the card now, okay? Okay, here I go. I'm gonna concentrate.
Okay.
No laughing. And it, it's just.
It's good.
Did I do it right now?
You
Did I
it.
get it right, Nonnie?
Yes, honey. This is when this comes like this.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It is kind of special.
It is special.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my foot fur.
Sure.
Nonnie, do you have foot fur?
I have to.
You have foot fur too? Like a
Yes.
hobbit?
Yeah,
kind of like a Frodo?
It's hard to unpack how funny this moment was for me. Her infectious laughter on the relationship between flipping a card and flipping Raccoon amused her to no end. It also shows how much she is performing herself. She's yes-anding me, playing with the foot, extending the bit. She agreed she had foot fur. She was supporting everything I said. In watching these videos online, she was getting more and more into the spirit of the whole project. She knew there was an audience, and she knew she was on stage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here.
Here I am.
Here.
I'm being taught how to flip over a card. And it's really special right now.
Yes. Look at all the people.
Hi, people. Hi, people. Nonnie, your touch is so sweet. I'm immobilized. It makes someone freeze. She has powers, Bear. Can you see? Yeah, I don't believe it either. What is this special power she has? Nonnie, can you flip over another card? Oh, this is very close to. Yes, I'm very close. I can smell them, and they taste like cards. Oh, Bear loves it when you push his nose button. Yeah. Oh, he just made a noise, Nonnie. He loves it. Oh, he just said he does.
I like the way you push are.
Yes.
Yes, you're good.
Nonnie, anytime you want, you can come over to my dumpster and take a nap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With all my kids around us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop interrupting. You can bring all of your kids except one.
Oh.
I think you'd get it.
I don't really want to go.
Yeah, good, because you can't. Hey, Bear. Hey, that's special. You're having fun. You're having fun being in Nonnie's arms. See, oh, I heard him go. Nonnie,
Yes.
what do you do when you're sad?
Oh, I cry.
Yeah, have a little cry.
Yeah.
Have a little sniffle.
Yeah. And when you go over and you say to somebody, I like you.
Oh,
Yeah. And the person says, thank you.
oh,
Isn't that nice?
yeah.
I loved how honestly and simply she was answering these questions. She was in a good mood here. My sister was visiting. She was playing along. I noticed with my mom there were no aphasia slip up of words. Also something very zen in the way she responded. It was very calming. This is an example of this new person.
Sometimes when I'm sad, I put my face in Bear, and I just go, Bear, I'm so sad.
Oh, poor
I just need you to hug me.
Oh,
and
baby.
Bear, he will wipe up all of my tears, Nonnie.
Yes, I see that.
He's a good sad sponge.
Yes.
Yeah, Bear takes away sadness and absorbs it into his head fur.
Yes. Very good. And
Hi, guy.
I will
Aren't you good to give me a hug?
act with you.
Okay. Nonnie's going to the bathroom now. We're not going to film it. Nonnie, have fun in the tingles.
You're
Yes.
wonderful with your
Nonnie,
Yes, dear.
how do we put the pieces together?
One by one.
That is such great philosophy. Yours, Nonnie, you're my guru.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nonnie, sometimes I just can't believe how great you are. Yeah,
Yes.
you're so compassionate. You're so empathetic. You're so sweet.
Oh,
And you're so beautiful.
baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
but I like you. I love you.
You love me too.
Yes, I love you too.
But I'm just a raccoon.
Yeah.
I'm just a raccoon, Nonnie.
They're all, I know.
But I smell like garbage. Is it all because of unconditional love? Am I-
didn't think, I guess,
Nonnie,
that's good. Yes, dear.
are you gonna finish your puzzle?
I hope so. I'm not sure about your husband.
My husband?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And see,
Is he gonna help you?
I sure hope he is.
Yeah. Hey, are you gonna help me?
First of all, I'm not your husband.
What the?
And second of all, I will help Nonnie.
What? Why? Hey, guy. Why is it so? Why be such a hater?
I'm not.
You're kind of acting like someone who needs some more friends.
Well,
That's a good one.
Is that the problem here?
I think it is.
After being home for 3 months during a record snowfall, I think I was perhaps being too self-reflective here.
There's a lot of people that like how you do that.
Yeah.
And so they want to know. They want to know about it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they say, "Oh, really? They like me? Oh, that's wonderful."
Nonnie, again, you're my favorite philosopher. You're such a good teacher about life and the human condition.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I know that.
Nonnie, what else can you teach me?
I don't. Let's see. We could have what?
What about finances? Or
Yeah, those are wonderful.
buying a first house?
First house.
Yeah.
First house. Yes.
What about dating?
The dating.
Yeah.
Dating.
What's your philosophy
You
on
have to
dating
be.
in the 21st century?
What would your mother say?
She would say, be promiscuous. Whatever you do. No, I don't think she'd say that.
She really would not have said that. Often my mom would ask me about my mother. Instead of correcting her, I would just go with it. After a very difficult time on the toilet, cleaning her up, helping her into pajamas, and tucking her into bed, she looked at me and said, "I bet your mother would be proud of you." My heart just melted, and I said, "I know she would."
Nonnie, what's your favorite color?
I like purple.
Oh, that's, hey, can we make a purple tower? Can we make a tower that's purple, Nonnie? Oh, those are complimentaries.
They are.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
purple and yellow are complementary colors.
Oh, yes. I
Yes.
like it. And everybody likes them.
Yeah,
Yes.
purple says to yellow, hey, yellow, you're looking pretty good today. Then yellow says to purple, hey, purple, you're pretty good too. They're complementary colors.
Good. Good. Go do for it.
They complement each other, Nonnie.
Yes, honey.
They complement each other.
You have to do it.
During this time, we started making arrangements to move my mom into a memory care home. We bumped up her overnight in-home care to 7 days a week. She was going to adult daycare 3 days a week. It was very expensive, and it wasn't enough. We desperately need healthcare reform in this country. Free in-home care, free long-term care. A special big thanks to my amazing sisters during this time, all of their support, plus the numerous relatives and friends who came to help out. Spend an afternoon with my mom just to give my dad and myself a break. During this time, my dad was also driving himself every day for radiation treatments for prostate cancer. Plus, he had to have his cataracts removed. It was a very tough time, but in the midst of this, such utter Nonnie sweetness.
Yes, but you don't want to do that today.
No, today's a winter day.
Yes.
And the winter day, we can't even do it.
Oh, I know.
On a winter day, we're just trying to get warm.
Get all too many of them.
And we sit around listening to Pat Bune.
I like him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nonnie, what do you like so much about Pat Bune?
Because he was there in a lot of places when I was a little kid.
When you were growing up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of Pat Bune probably on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked him. I really liked him.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I thought I hope he could get some fun things for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, but he didn't never do that.
Did you have a crush on him?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he was a very nice man.
that's very special.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
was. But he didn't like me.
He didn't. Do you think he even knew you? Nonnie,
Yes, honey.
I bet if Pat Bune met you,
Bune.
he would have fallen in love with you.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? But I have a wonderful guy here.
Really? Seriously?
Yes,
The one
seriously.
who just coughs and interrupts all the time? That guy?
That guy.
You've got to be kidding me, Nonnie. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you're so cute, sweetie. How about you have to say, I love you?
I'll say it to you
Okay.
Nonnie?
Okay, sweetie.
with all of my heart.
Oh.
With Pat Bune backing me up. With April Love. I love you.
Oh, but
Can I
I
have a
love
hug?
you.
Can I have a hug?
Hug.
Can you hug me now?
Hug
wanna
you.
hug.
Oh, hug you?
Yeah.
Well, sure. Come here. Whoa.
Oh, it's an upside down
No,
hug.
this is
It's
fun.
one of my
Here,
favorites.
here.
Oh,
It's-
that's a sweetie.
It's a bit of one. That's cutie. Yes.
April Love. Nowadays, it's
Oh,
April
April
Love.
Love.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're having a good April Love time right now. Except it's March.
March.
Yeah, it's March.
It is March. It
but
is March.
Do you have?
And-
Maybe March hugs bring April loves. Is that a good saying, Nonnie?
Yes, it's a wonderful one.
This was 2 weeks before she was scheduled to move into her new home. I knew for a while that Raccoon and Bear would be going with her. I was trying to imprint myself on them as much as possible. There was so much uncertainty. It was a strange countdown. I was trying to make these videos as memorable as possible.
Who's Dave's favorite music person?
Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Is that what's
Dave wants to
Hi.
go. What?
That is the perfect impersonation of Dave. Nonnie, you're so talented. I can't even stand it sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, he's pretty good.
And that's you learn how to be so good at impersonating someone when you live and you're married to them for 50 years.
Right, Dave?
Right.
50 years, Dave.
50 years.
What the blazes?
Wow. That raccoon listened to what I said and tattled on me to Nonnie.
What did you do?
What did he do? What
I
did he
unloaded
do?
the dishwasher and the dishes hadn't gotten clean in the dishwasher. And I said, I can't remember what I said. Raccoon probably could tell you.
Dave used the S word and the D word.
No.
Yes, I know. And Nonnie and I were shocked.
Yes. That's
What happened with the dishes this morning, Nonnie?
I don't know.
I don't think they were clean all the way.
Oh, I didn't see
I
that.
think we had it start over with a different clean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Dave looked at the dishes and said, "Oh, sugar." That was the S word that he used. Oh, sugar. They didn't get all the way finished. Oh, sugar snaps. Then, the other S word he said was ship. Oh, ship. Off to sea. The ship is off to sea because the dishes weren't clean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
And then he used the F word. He said, friends. Friends are dishes. And you respect them.
Yes.
And you just say, it's okay, dish. It's okay if you weren't clean today. I love you anyway, dishes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though her short-term memory was failing, her humor was still so sharp. She understood all the jokes. Amazing to me because she could barely remember how to use a fork. She couldn't see things 6 inches away, and when tired, could barely form any sentences. But you can see here, she loved hearing golden rule things like friendship, forgiveness, kindness, as well as the pure joy of poking fun at her husband. This was about a week before she moved into her new home. My sisters found this amazing place. A brand new building, new program, a very contemporary and dedicated approach to memory care. She had no idea she was going, of course. As part of the transition, we had taken her to meet the staff, the other residents, have a meal, and to just get a feel for the place. Many white lies were said. One of the directors told her that she should come back anytime. Would she like that? My mom emphatically said, yes. We as a family also met with a team that helps to place people in care facilities. My sisters came in from out of town and we went to the session. They encouraged my mom to be there too. She sat in and immediately started crying. I took her out of the room, we sat in the lobby, and she tried to explain to me in mumbles that she didn't want to do this. Her mother had been in a nursing home, and at that time, she asked never to be put in that situation. In the lobby, she asked me to protect her. I told her, I actually think this is a good thing. She was so surprised to hear that from me. I explained that she was going someplace very different than what her mother went through, with lots of kids, lots of activities, a place where they needed her. She calmed down a bit, went back to the room, and the staff told her about all of the amenities, acting classes, a hair salon, happy hour sing-alongs. She brightened up. This place specialized in memory care, an active lifestyle, constant supervision by professionals, a place where she would be safe. Also a place where my dad could go visit, be her husband again, and not just her caretaker. The best piece of advice by far we got about the decision to transition her into memory care was that no family has ever wished they hadn't done it. Many people helped her move into her new home, an outpouring of family strength. My sisters were amazing, my niece, her fiance, my nephew, all came to lend a hand. We all had to go into stealth mode, taking her out to a long lunch while the moving truck came, quickly setting up a room to match her known layout at home. It was hard and draining, but also felt right. She was brought into a group activity with the other residents. We finished setting up the room, We watched her to dinner and said a staggered goodbye. But really, again, just kind of trained white lies we were told to say. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go to the bathroom. For 2 weeks, we couldn't visit. It was tough at first, but she seemed to be getting better, happy, situating better. My dad and I went to visit her, and she was excited to show us around. She had a new best friend. It was a huge lift, a huge relief to see that she was happy, safe, and having a social life we couldn't provide. My dad and I made a daily pilgrimage. She continued to improve. The director said that my mom was the fastest to orient of any resident ever. To any family out there, don't be afraid of this part of it. I thought she would hold all this against us, and she didn't at all. I filmed one last episode to cap this all off, to show that this can all be okay.
Were you? And and the bucket. Oh, thank you, guys. You're home.
It's windy out. Hi.
Yes, hi, baby.
How are you?
God, just got a two things. Yeah, we had a funny.
Somebody
Thank
adjusted your walker. Can I see your room?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at the bunny on the door.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, bunny.
Sure. Here's the baby. Here's the baby. I think it's going too.
What's your favorite thing about it? What do you like the most?
This. I'm gonna come down.
Oh, your friends.
Oh, sure. Nice. It's nice.
Hey,
Hey,
let's just have a sit.
Yeah.
Let's have a sit and a cuddle.
He's a good
Oh, I love it, Nonnie. I love it when you cuddle my face.
Are you my baby?
I love it. It's so fun. A lot of times, Nonnie and Bear and I just hang out on the couch and we talk about stories.
Oh, you do?
My goodness.
Yeah.
What does he say?
Bear says, "Hey, let's talk about our kids. Let's talk about our friends." Yeah, hi, Bear. Why don't you come over here? Oh, there he is. Nonnie, why don't you hold Bear? Nonnie, you should have the right to keep and hold Bear in your arms.
That would be nice.
It's part of the Constitution.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, I like it when we just hang out and we talk to the people and we eat Jell-O.
Jell-O.
Yeah, the other ladies here really like Jell-O.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but I also like ice cream. Nonnie,
What?
we can get ice cream whenever we want here.
Oh, that's a good one.
They have an ice cream machine. Ice cream machine.
Yes.
I scream, you scream. We all scream for a machine to make ice cream.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So then after Nonnie and I go to the ice cream machine, we take a nap, and then we have a meeting with all the other ladies. Nonnie, you want to go for a ride?
Yes, honey.
Here we go. This is the best.
Different kinds of sprinkles.
Do they have twigs and sticks?
Oops, that's chocolate. No, look at chocolate.
Whoa, look at all the fun. Dave, what are you putting on?
Chocolate sprinkles.
What the?
I think they're cookies.
That looks like dirt. I love it.
Should we? How's that look? How's this look?
That's an ice cream kiss.
There.
Thanks, Nonnie. Put us anywhere. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect for us.
Chair up to the table. Where you can get your ice cream.
5 minutes.
Nonnie, you got your ice cream.
Oh,
That looks so delicious. Wow. Nonnie, what's it taste like?
it tastes like wine. One good stuff.
Like wonderful stuff? Oh. Bear and I shared a cone. Yeah. He got some sprinkles on his fur, and so I brushed it off with my fur. Yeah. Oh, Nonnie, that's perfect. Thanks for including us.
Well, you're welcome, sweetie.
This feels really special.
Sure.
I made a good one for you.
Is it good, Nonnie?
I like it.
Yeah.
Want some more?
Sure. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah. I love you, Nonnie.
oh, I love you so.
Cuddles.
Cuddles. Yes, cuddles. Absolutely.
It's almost all the time. Cheeseburger and onion rings.
We love it.
Love you more than all the stars in the sky. Yes.
My mom continues to thrive in her new home, and my dad visits her every day. He has a GrandPad, which is a simplified version of an iPad that allows us to video conference with her. And not too long ago, while I was working on this very talk, my dad and mom GrandPadded in, and after kissing my cheek via the screen, which she does, she is adorable, I showed her what I was working on, and she started tearing up. She said that this was the best part of her day, and she wanted to be here today to see it. She told me how much she loved me in her often repeated phrase, "I love you, I love you, I love you." The most important thing that she and my dad have taught me throughout all of this is that love is much more powerful than Alzheimer's. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Nonnie.
Yeah. What can you do?
This napkin is really good for my sweaty armpit.
Yes, you're very good.
One time I put peanut butter in a toaster.
What?
Nonnie, I'm sorry about your spit take. Yeah, and you don't want to say the D word.
That's good.
The D word is donuts. I'm gonna jump really hard over to the couch to get the blanket. Okay, here I go.
Okay, be careful.
Ow! Ouch! It's called a game.
Oh, a fun game.
That's how games work.
Oh,
That's how good.
there's no checkmate.
What's that?
That's when your mate gets checked.
That's
See?
is that when you
Check.